Alrighty, it is 1:24 in the morning and I have just been working on the Atlantis research again. So far I have added 702 words today. I don't want to, but I need to soak my hands. I've only done it once before, but the warm water and Epsom salt. I'm gonna do that and hope that that helps with my knuckles a little bit today. I finally ordered some arthritis gloves off of Amazon. They're infused with copper and they're compression gloves. They're supposed to help with arthritis one way or another. When my mom and I went shopping, we looked for them and none of the stores we went to had any, despite their websites saying that they did, so I finally caved and ordered some instead. I also went ahead and bit the bullet and ordered a isolation shield for my microphone that I've been looking at since I got my microphone, but it's gone down in price since I added it to my list, so I bit the bullet and finally got it. But anyway, again, I don't really want to take a break here, but I'm forcing myself to do it because my knuckles are killing me. I fear that I'll fall asleep while I'm soaking my hands because I'm tired as hell, but I'm trying to reset my sleep schedule. So I don't know when I'll get back to writing or editing or anything like that because I'm not going to be setting any alarms. But just in case I fall asleep, I'm going to put my iced coffee back in the fridge and then soak my hands and go from there. But regardless of when I wake up or whatever, I will eventually give you an update on whatever progress I make, whether it be here or The Spectator or MOH or editing or whatever. But either way, I'll see you guys eventually. Alrighty, it is 8:50 in the morning and at the moment I'm sitting back in my room in front of my heater. I've been awake for a couple hours, I think, at this point. But I'm absolutely exhausted. When I do sleep in the morning hours, I'm generally in pain, so I wake up every half hour, sometimes every 20 minutes, and then it takes me a little bit to fall back asleep, but either way, it's not a sound sleep, so even though I slept most of the morning, which I think is probably about 4 hours actually, I'm not miserable, but exhausted. And whenever I do wake up during the early morning hours, there's no point in staying awake because my knuckles still hurt, so I can't do any writing. So I'm going to set my alarm for 2:30 and I'm going to go back to sleep as soon as my heating pad warms up my bed. And hopefully when I wake up, whether that be to my alarm or sometime before that, hopefully I will be in a better state, where I'm not as exhausted, where I feel well rested, and where I can actually do some writing or editing. But either way, that's my plan, and I will update you guys when I'm awake and have hopefully accomplished something. Alrighty, it is currently 2:48 p.m. and I just finished the 6th edit of Ashes in the Light. That is about 2 days behind where I needed to be. I wanted to finish it on the 26th, but weekends I normally don't do a lot of writing or editing. And last night, by the time I cycled around to editing, because I put that off for last, my knuckles were killing me and I was absolutely exhausted, so I just pushed it away. But I did finish editing it. I ended up with 45,068 words, which is an increase from the previous edit. I will subtract that real fast if it loads, sorta. Google hates me sometimes. There you go. I added 582 words. I added a scene on the November 7th chapter. I changed the opening to the November 8th chapter to begin with, I don't think it began with Aurora and Luke, but it made more sense to change the opening to have it focus more on mentioning them. It's still from Ashley's point of view at the opening of that chapter. That still makes the most sense. And then I added a new scene in November 8th that included Ashley and Luke, or Aurora and Luke. And then I extended a scene November 11th to include a flip from Ashley to Aurora and Luke. So, hooray. I'm gonna finish what little bit is left of my coffee. And then I'm going to put some water on the stove to boil it, and then I'm going to have lunch. But while the water is boiling, I'm going to film the next video for the video series on Ashes in the Light, and then I also need to film a video for the beginning to end thing of Cut to the Kill, and I need to film the first video of the beginning to end process of Man of Darkness. Those are all very important things. I do not even remember the last time that I recorded a video for the Cut to the Kill one. That is why I'm going to be more diligent of the process of the one for Man of Darkness. But you know, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully the Man of Darkness one will be more concise and coherent. Cut to the Kill I expect to be a little garbled here and there, both between having to edit the first several videos on iMovie, and then the rest of them I believe are done on KineMaster, KineMaster, whichever one it is. And then there are just times that I forget to film anything for it whenever I finally cycle back around to Cut to the Kill, but we'll see. I think I did something at the beginning of this last edit when I formatted it. I think that's the last time I filmed for it, so it's been a while. But I need to cycle back around for that. But I'm going to do the Ashes in the Light one first, and then Cut to the Kill, and then Man of Darkness. And then after that, I am going to move to editing on Man of Darkness, and then cycle back around to writing or research notes. At the moment, my knuckle pain isn't too bad. I have already taken pain meds this morning, or this afternoon, I suppose, in hopes of getting a head start on the pain that will inevitably set in a few hours. But you know, we'll see. Hopefully the compression gloves will help a lot when they come in. They're due sometime at the end of this week or next week sometime. They're supposed to be here by February 7th, but I don't expect that to go super well because we are supposed to have weather in the negative 40s to negative 60s on Wednesday and Thursday due to wind chill. So I'm expecting it to be a little too miserable for any shipping to come in and out of this particular area. They actually have a tow ban today in like, I don't know, maybe like a 30-mile radius, if not more than that. I think it's more than that, because of the cold and the wind. So if you were to get in an accident, your car is just stuck where it is. That's not their problem, basically. But you know, that's where I am in weather right now. So it's cold as hell in here, but doing my best to stay warm. So I'm going to get into filming and making lunch and all of that fun jazz, and then I will update you guys once I get through editing on Man of Darkness. I pushed the date that I want to have it finished back by a few days, just because I didn't edit over the weekend. So I've given myself a little bit more time there so I don't completely stress myself out. But either way, Man of Darkness is a short one. It's a novella. Should be relatively easy to run through. I'm just fixing a lot of mistakes made from that one because when I rewrote that one, I mostly did it through Google Docs' speech-to-text function. So there are a lot of mistakes where it randomly capitalizes words or it misheard me and stuff like that, so I'm fixing that now. But anyway, I'm going to get into all of that and then I will update you guys when I have an update to give. Alright, it is 4:40 p.m. I edited chapters 4 and 5 of Man of Darkness, which put me at 4,421 words for this book today, which is over what I needed. I needed 3,574. I can't remember if I said that in this video or not, but there it is. But otherwise I am done with editing altogether today, Ashes in the Light and Man of Darkness, so I'm gonna go do bird chores, and then I will come back here and either work on notes or writing or something. At the moment, my knuckles are still relatively pain-free because I've been keeping them warm, and again, I've already taken pain meds, so I think that at the moment they're working and I'm okay. So I'm going to try and get as much writing done as I can before it's not as okay. But either way, bird chores first, and then I will give you guys an update when I have an update to give.